Hello students, good morning. Welcome to your English class. So today we'll be doing a lesson from your literature textbook. Your first lesson, lesson number 1, The Ostrich and the Hedgehog. It's a very interesting and an adventurous, very lovely story, children. I want you all to listen carefully. Okay, before I start the lesson, The Ostrich and the Hedgehog, let me tell you something about an ostrich. What is an ostrich, children? Have you seen an ostrich? Yes? Yes. Now, an ostrich is a largest bird in the world. It is mainly found in Africa. It cannot fly but runs very fast. It is famous for its speed. It has long, skinny legs. See, can you see its legs over here? See how skinny these legs are. Can you see, children? So the ostrich has long and skinny legs and a long neck. Can you see? Oh my God! How long the neck is, and a pointed beak. Look at its beak. Okay, so the ostrich has a pointed beak. Can you see its beak over here? And the height of an ostrich could be up to 9 feet. What could its height be? The height could be up till 9 feet. It has a good eyesight and a hearing ability. Look at the eyes of an ostrich. See how it has got. So it has a good eyesight and hearing ability. It has the biggest eyes among all land animals. See, can you see its eyes? Oh my God. Biggest eyes among all the land animals. So this is the information about an ostrich. Did you understand, children? This is an ostrich. Now what is the other name? Hedgehog. See, look here. This is the picture of an hedgehog. Have you ever seen the hedgehog, children? Yes? Yes. So the hedgehog is a small mammal. When compared to an ostrich, hedgehog is a small mammal with a cone-shaped faces. Can you see its face? See, it's in the shape of a cone. Is that clear? And it has short legs. Can you see the legs over here? So short legs. Okay? And the hedgehog is a small mammal. It is also called as a hedge pig or fuzzy pig. Is that clear? It has 5,000 to 7,000 spines on its body. See, look at the spines on its body. How many? 5,000 to 7,000 on its back. Okay? So, what does an hedgehog eat? An hedgehog eat insects, snails, frogs, toads, birds' eggs, snakes and all. Okay? So this is the food of an hedgehog. So have you seen, children? Now did you get an idea about an ostrich and a hedgehog? This is an hedgehog. Look at its face. It is cone-shaped face. Is that clear? So today we are going to learn about the lesson, the ostrich and the hedgehog. Is that clear? I think now you have got an idea about how an ostrich looks and how an hedgehog looks. Okay, children, now let's start the lesson. I request you all to open your books to page number 9. Is that clear? Now, one beautiful summer's morning, a hedgehog set off for a walk across the sandy desert. So where did the hedgehog go? The hedgehog set off for a walk across the sandy desert. Where was he going? The hedgehog was going to see how far the barley had grown in a nearby barley field. Now what do you mean by the word barley, children? Have you seen a barley? See, this is barley. What is this? This is barley. See in this picture. What is the color of the barley? It is white in color. See here. barley. Is that clear, children? Okay? Right. The hedgehog had watched the barley grown from a first tiny green shoots. Now the stalks were so tall that they towered above his head, and the barley would soon be ready for harvesting. So what did the hedgehog see? The hedgehog watched the barley grow from the first tiny shoot when they were too small, and now the stalks were so tall, it had grown very tall that they towered above his head, and the barley would soon be ready for harvesting. What do you mean by the word harvesting? Harvesting is an activity of picking and collecting the crops, that is to gather the crops. Is that clear? Okay. Now, then what did the hedgehog say? There's no finer sight than a field of golden barley in the desert. The hedgehog said contentedly. See, look at the word over here. Contentedly. What do you mean by the word contentedly? That means happily. Okay. As he stood on the edge of the field, admiring the view, a great ostrich came striding along. Now, what do you mean by the word striding? Striding means walking with long steps. You must have seen an ostrich now. It is too tall, long, skinny legs. So, with that legs, it was coming striding along. It was walking with long steps. Now, ostriches cannot fly. Do you know, children? Ostriches cannot fly. So, they have to walk or run everywhere on their strong legs, but they can certainly run very fast. So wherever they want to go, ostriches cannot fly, so they need to walk. They walk very fast. So who can run fast? Yes, the ostriches can run fast. The hedgehog looked up at the ostrich and called out, "Good morning," in a cheery voice. Who called out good morning? Yes, the hedgehog looked up at the ostrich and wished ostrich good morning. But listen, what did the ostrich say? The ostrich merely looked down at his nose at the hedgehog and said in a superior voice, "I am not in a habit of talking to stumpy-legged creatures like you." Who said these words? Ostrich. I repeat, the ostrich said, "I'm not in a habit of talking to stumpy-legged creatures like you." Now, what do you mean by the word stumpy legs? Means short legs. Who had short legs over here? Yes, the hedgehog. Hedgehog had short, stumpy legs. Now, let's turn the page. Now, listen, what did the hedgehog answer? The hedgehog replied, "My legs may be stumpy," replied the hedgehog, "but I can run faster on them than any other animal for miles around." "Huh?" scoffed the ostrich. What do you mean by the word scoff? S-C-O-F-F-E-D. Scoff means to speak scornfully. Then the ostrich said, "No one can run faster than I can with my strong long legs." The ostrich was proud. It said, "Nobody can run like me because I've got long legs and my legs are very strong." Then the hedgehog's eyes twinkled. "That's what you think?" he said. "Why don't we have a race?" What did the hedgehog say? The hedgehog said to the ostrich, "Why don't we have a race? Then we will see who is faster runner, you or I," the hedgehog said. "Oh, it's sure to be me," boasted the ostrich. "It's natural, no, children?" Ostrich said that if at all we have a race, who would win? I would win. I means who? The ostrich. Then let's race now, shall we? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3, the ostrich said. Ostrich said, "Chalo, come on, get ready. Let's have a race now." 1, 2, 3, the ostrich said. But what did the hedgehog say? The hedgehog said, "Wait a minute. I haven't had my breakfast yet. I can't run on an empty stomach. We will meet back here at midday. Then we will race each other up and down between the rows of barley. Is that agreed?" Look at the hedgehog. Hedgehog was very smart. The hedgehog said, "No, no, ostrich, I did not take my breakfast. Without taking my breakfast, I cannot run. Huh? So, I'll take my breakfast and let's meet in the afternoon." That is midday, it said. And where did they plan to meet? In the barley field. The ostrich nodded, thinking that nothing could be easier than racing against such a dumpy little creature. He went off to take a nap, burying his head in the sand as ostriches do. So the ostrich, it was highly confident, thinking that it would win the race. So the ostrich, it went and it had a nap. Nap means what? To have a small sleep in the sand, as ostriches do. It went to sleep. Then what did the hedgehog do? Just listen carefully. As soon as the ostrich had gone, the hedgehog raced back home as fast as he could, calling to his family, "Please come quickly, all of you. There is something there is something I want you to do for me in the barley field." So all the hedgehog family, hedgehog's father, mother, brother, sisters, cousins, even uncles and aunts also, they all came running to the barley field and gathered around the hedgehog. Then the hedgehog explained to them what he wanted. So the hedgehog said, "Mummy, Daddy, Uncle, Auntie, sisters, brothers, you all should help me in winning the race against the ostrich," he said. "But how?" asked the other hedgehogs. "You can't hope to beat the ostrich with his great, long, strong legs." "I can, and I will, if you all listen carefully and do as I ask," replied the hedgehog. "You must all go and position yourselves so that there is one of you at the end of each row of barley. The ostrich and I will start the race at the beginning of the row, and when he is a few yards ahead of me, I shall turn back. Now, when the ostrich comes racing up to the end of the row, one of you will be sitting there pretending to be a bit out of breath from running so fast. He will think it is me. Then when he reaches the end of the next row and sees another hedgehog a bit out of breath, he'll think I've beaten him again," and so on. So this is what he explained. He said that as and when the ostrich comes, each one of us should go and wait over there. How should you act? You have to act as though you are a bit out of breath. Then the hedgehogs thought this was a brilliant idea, and they quickly ran off to take up their positions. At midday, the ostrich returned to the barley field. He was refreshed from his sleep and looked very smug. What do you mean by the word smug, children? S-M-U-G. Smug means what? Look pleased at the thought of winning the race. He was confident, thinking that he is going to win the race. Who? The ostrich. He lined up with the hedgehog at the start of the first row of barley. "Are you ready?" he asked. Okay, now let's see what happened. Then the hedgehog said, "Yes, I am ready." Then 1, 2, 3, go, shouted the ostrich. See, can you see the ostrich over here? And off he ran with great strides. See how the ostrich is running, smirking to himself and leaving the hedgehog far behind. But when the ostrich reached the end of the first barley row, what did he see? The hedgehog was already there, puffing and panting and calling to him, "Hey, there you are at last." So the ostrich was so surprised, he did not reply. Off he ran even faster along the next row. But when he came to the end, what did he see? Again the hedgehog standing and waiting, a little out of breath, but calling, "You have arrived at last." Are you enjoying, children? Again and again the ostrich raced away, running as he had never run before. But each time he reached the end of a row, what did he see? A hedgehog. The ostrich could not tell the difference between one hedgehog and another. So he did not realize that he had several hedgehogs, not just one. When he reached the end of the last row, panting and completely exhausted, what did he see? Again a hedgehog, looking as fresh as a daisy and calling, "So you have made it at last." Next. The ostrich could not understand how he had been beaten by the stumpy little hedgehogs. He limped off on his tired, sore feet and buried his head deep in the sand. He was so embarrassed at losing the race that he didn't show his face again for a very, very long time. What do you mean by the word embarrassed? Means ashamed. He was so ashamed that even though the ostrich was so tall, it had long, strong legs, he could not win the race. So he was embarrassed. So what did we learn from this lesson, children? Or can you tell me what is the summary of this? What is the moral of this lesson? What did we learn from this lesson? Yes, we learned from this lesson that one should never underestimate another based on their physique, shape, strength, or size of its body. It is the power of the brain that can help one win against the mightiest opponent. So who is the mightiest opponent over here? It is the ostrich. Ostrich was very strong, but whose power of the brain that helped to win the race? It was the hedgehog. So please, we have learned from this lesson that we should never underestimate and other people who are short, who are small, or who are very weak, depending upon their strength, shape, physique and size. So it is our power of the brain that can help us to win any mightiest opponent. Understood, children? So this is all about the story, The Ostrich and the Hedgehog. Hope you have followed it. Okay, children? Thank you.